Welcome to True Grape. Our pick this week is the Clos La Coutale 2009 vintage from Cahors, France, and it retails for $21.99. Now, Malbec is a very popular grape varietal these days, and it's largely due to the wines of Argentina. But we must remember that Malbec actually originated in France. It's one of the 5 grape varietals that can be used in the production of a red Bordeaux, along with Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, and Petit Verdot. And it's also the main grape in the wines and the region of Cahors, which is in southwest France. Now, Cahors is one of France's oldest wine-producing regions, and at one time, the wines from Cahors were actually considered to be as prestigious as the wines from Bordeaux. And popes, czars, and kings all really held Cahors in high regard through history. But the region fell on hard times, and in the 1800s, the vineyards were actually attacked by a root aphid by the name of phylloxera, and this basically destroyed all the vineyards in the area. They were replanted, but again in the 1950s, the vineyards were destroyed by frost this time, and again the vineyards had to be replanted. And it was at this time that Malbec became the predominant grape varietal in the area. And today, all the wines of Cahors have to be at least 70% Malbec. This particular wine is a blend of 80% Malbec and 20% Merlot. And when we pour this in the glass, you'll see it's quite a dark wine, which is not surprising because the wines from Cahors were traditionally known as black wines because of the dark inkiness of the Malbec. And this is a wine that great aromas of dark berries, a little bit of licorice, a little bit of spice, and when you taste this wine, you also get a lot of the dark fruit. You get a little bit of gaminess to it actually, which is very pleasant. A little hint of earthiness. Again, more black fruit, black cherries, kind of some wild blueberries in there as well. And it's got a lot of minerality as well, but it's actually quite a firm wine when it comes to the tannins, yet it's still very soft and approachable and elegant. The tannins basically coming from the Malbec, and the Merlot, the 20% Merlot that's added in there, just kind of serves to soften those tannins just a little bit to make it a little bit more approachable. But it's a wine that has actually quite a bit of character to it. And with Malbec's popularity, I think sometimes it's easy to forget that France is the home country of Malbec, and the character of Malbec in this region is very different, I think, from what people might find from Argentina. The wines from Argentina tend to be a little bit more fruit forward, whereas this wine here has a lot of depth to it and a beautiful, as a touch of gaminess, a great minerality. It's not a shy wine, which basically means it's not afraid to express itself, and it really does show the character of its terroir and its homeland, which is a great thing. Great match for, I think, game, roast meats, charcuterie, fantastic, I think, with duck. That'd be a great pairing with that. So again, our pick this week is the Clos La Coutale 2009 vintage from Cahors, France, and it retails for $21.99. I'm Gurvinder Bhatia. We'll see you next time with more great wines on True Grape.